Hey guys, what's going on this evening? Sometimes you just got something that pops in your head you want to talk about, and you kind of don't even care what the lighting looks like. So y'all ain't gonna be able to look at me too much for this video. Probably I'm getting little brake lights off of me right now, but other than that, it's gonna go dark. But listen, junk removal authority. This is Lee Godbold with Junk Removal Authority. One of the big disadvantages for franchises. I know a lot of the people that watch these videos aren't necessarily interested in franchises, but some people are. So the people that are, pay attention to this video because this is important. Franchises, junk removal franchise, the way it works is they limit you to a particular territory. So you've got a territory that you can't go outside of without purchasing that territory, and you don't have a chance of going outside of it if somebody else already owns that territory in your area. So when that's a disadvantage, we have a customer that is in a fairly major city, but the city itself is it's a lot of people. They do, and when franchises, they assign it per blocks of people. It's normally done per 500,000 people, or it could be a little bit less, but it's normally 500,000. This city, a lot of it's poor. It's a very poor area in the majority of it, so there's not a lot of business to be had. We initially set it, he bought one of our business packages. We set it to his area, his immediate area that he's in by radius, and he didn't get a whole lot of jobs. He was getting calls, he was getting clicks, but very, very little jobs. We started doing some digging, and we found that right outside of his area was an area with quite a bit of money. And we turned his campaign, and we created some landing pages off his website to aim for those cities. All of a sudden the calls started coming in, the money started coming in. Don't limit yourself to an area. And guys, for those of you that want to start a junk removal business and you're in a bad area, you're in an area that doesn't have a lot of money, one, there could be still pockets of money somewhere where you can still make yourself a decent business. Two, you might need to go somewhere by either staying where you're living at and just driving farther to do your junk removal jobs, or actually moving to junk removal. Junk removal business, if you're going to make a commitment to it, if you're in a good enough area, it is a hell of a business to be in. It is a great business that you can scale. You can really grow. It can be scaled. It can run without you. You can make great money. It can be sold. Junk doctors, if we wanted to sell junk doctors, we would list it somewhere around $1.3 million dollars. So well over $1 million, and we'd get over $1 million for it. So it is, and this will be our 7th year in operation next year. So you can see what's possible. You might have to leave where you are to go to a better area in order to achieve that. Those of you that are gonna just want to stay exactly where you are, if you're not in a good area for junk removal, then junk removal might be an additional income, a supplementary income to your other job. For those of you that are in a market, maybe you're in a small market, there's pockets of money, there's low competition. I've got a good friend in South Carolina, makes great money in where he's located. It's in a small area. I'm not going to name where because I don't want anybody watching these videos to all of a sudden open and give him more competition, because he's got a little niche going on, man. You know, he'll do probably $500,000 and this year. Fairly high profit, low competition, so he's not paying a whole lot for advertising. That's the disadvantage of a competitive market. But the advantage of competitive market is you got a lot of people out there. If you can out-advertise, if you can outspend, if you can hang in there, you got a really, really good shot at building yourself one hellacious junk removal business. It's a hell of a lot of fun getting to it. It does involve some sacrifices. The JRA way is a damn bitch for those first 2 years. I mean, the first 2 years it seems like every dollar you're making, you're paying back to Google or you're paying JRA for our services. But over time, it's really, really, really going to pick up. By that year 3, all of a sudden you're looking, you're like, dang, I got a business making $80,000 a year, $100,000 a year, $70,000 a year, whatever it falls, depending on your market. Cash flow, free cash flow. I can go out of town for a week and I can come back and the thing still made money that entire week. It's still running well when I get back. That is what we're trying to build. That is our goal. That's what we've done. That's what we're trying to show people how to do. The main problem, one of the biggest problems, largest problems of franchises is the fact you've got a territory restriction. This guy right here, it'd have been a lot tougher for him to build a good business being stuck in the territory he was initially in. The fact he's willing to go a little bit farther outside into the suburbs is going to allow him to be successful. Territory restrictions are one of the worst things that franchises have. Try and avoid them. If you're in a bad area for junk removal, go to a good area, or don't do it at all, or do it as a supplementary. Hey, Lee Godbold, Junk Removal Authority. Check us out at junkra.com. We will be back before you know it. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Talk to you soon.